Coming to the stage, we have Mr. Ravi Swaminathan. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ravi Swaminathan. I'm the VP GM of a division that you probably haven't heard of. It's called Systems and Software Solutions at Sandisk. And I'm really, really excited to be here today because we launched probably one of the most important product lines to ever come out of Sandisk in the enterprise space last week at our headquarters. And I'm really excited to be here to tell you all about it. You know, to truly understand what we've done, you have to look at the world of what we call big data flash. So what is big data flash? Big data flash for us really represents workloads that have reached petabytes in scale, whether it's a few petabytes, tens of petabytes to hundreds of petabytes. We call that big data. And if you really look at the world of big data and how systems are being architected today, a lot of the big data workloads are really architected for HDDs, or hard drive arrays in general. And if you look at problems at scale, as your data center starts to reach petabytes, hundreds of petabytes in scale, your workload starts to reach that size, it really becomes very difficult for you to manage a design built on hard drive arrays. And yet, that is the only option available today. So for instance, you're asked to scale performance with the capacity, which is really very, very difficult to do. What used to be very high performance at a certain scale starts to break when you actually start to reach higher scales. So you start to scale tens of petabytes, the performance starts to break. And the cost and complexity of managing the data center at scale, hundreds of petabytes, even tens of petabytes, really becomes very, very difficult to do and very, very expensive. The heating, cooling costs, the power draw of the various devices, all the network, compute, storage put together, and not to mention the fact that you have large operational costs at scale. And this notion of simplicity, because when you start to scale your data center to tens of petabytes, hundreds of petabytes, it really starts to break because ultimately it's anything but simple. And we actually had a customer who's operating a pretty large data center up there near the North Pole, who told us that every morning they actually send out somebody to their data center with a shopping cart sized device, and they pull out hard drives that have failed. That's their task every morning, right? So we looked at all of these, and we figured, well, why not bring the power of flash to solve some of these problems at scale, right? Because after all, flash actually excels in these 4 areas. It's actually very, very low power. It's very high performance. You can scale it to tens of petabytes, hundreds of petabytes if you want, and it's inherently much more reliable as a media than hard drive arrays, right? So why not build a data center out of flash? Why not do it today? Whether it's a all-flash array from any number of vendors out there, or there's a lot of PCIe cards close to a server, so why not do it that way? And the answer is you don't do it because what's been missing is breakthrough economics. Ultimately, you really can't afford to do this based on today's solutions because you have a lot of all-flash arrays still being at around $7, $8 a gigabyte, and you need a tremendous amount of dedupe and compression to truly get it down to even $3 a gigabyte. And you always have press releases from various vendors that talk about how low the flash array has become with dedupe and compression. But even with that, it's just not good enough. And so we've been working on a product line that attempts to solve this. And now we're finally able to bring breakthrough economics to flash at scale. And we think that there's a huge opportunity for this type of a product and this type of a family of products. It's relevant for content repositories at scale. So if you're running large Cassandra deployments, MongoDB at scale, this is very relevant for you. Big data analytics, so if you're running Hadoop, any of the Hadoop clusters in your data center that have reached tens of petabytes, headed towards hundreds of petabytes, this is going to be great for you. And of course, media services as another great example, video surveillance. We have a customer that's looking at 160 petabyte deployment for video surveillance with 4K cameras and multiple streams. And it's really, really exciting to see these types of workloads being considered to run on flash. And, and so we built this product line to really solve big data problems and to bring Flash to big data workloads. And we're calling it InfiniFlash. And so InfiniFlash is Sandisk's first entry into the storage array space. We're very, very excited about it. We built this. It's basically 512 terabytes in a 3U form factor. So the palm of my hand, 512 terabytes. We're pretty excited to bring this out. It's very, very low power, about 500 watts. It's going to replace arrays of hard drives, racks and racks of hard drives that probably consume thousands and thousands of watts. So this is very, very energy efficient. It's built out of a custom form factor leveraging Sandisk's vertical integration. So we're pretty excited about that. And you really couldn't build this in that compact form factor if your starting building block was a traditional SSD. And so we really went to work to bring this product out to market in the compact density that we were able to achieve. And very high performance. We're starting this product off at 1 million IOPS. It's going to get better and better over time. We're pretty excited about the roadmap we've got. About a millisecond latency, so pretty quick for latency-sensitive workloads. And 7 gigabytes per second of throughput to start with, and we've got designs in place to double that very quickly. And most of all, what we're really, really proud of is the fact that this is not going to cost an arm and a leg. And that ultimately is the biggest innovation of all. Because it's very easy to build this. If you have a NAND fab, what is very difficult to do is to bring it at the cost structure that we're now able to bring it to. And so we're very excited to announce that we've broken the $1 a gigabyte barrier for hyperscale customers that are here in this room, other customers that want to use this for custom applications. So if you've got your own software, bring your own stuff. And this is available at about $1 a gigabyte. And if you want software from us, we've got that too. We've got 2 versions. We're giving you a product called IF700, which includes not here on the slide. Stop by in our booth. We'll tell you all about it. But that basically includes a very, very high-performance software stack that gives you block access. And if you want scale-out block and object access, we've actually taken open source, which is a huge theme of this conference here. And we built a software stack built on top of Ceph. And so we're offering Sandisk's own Ceph version, which we've contributed back, but we've actually optimized Ceph to be 10x faster than what is available in open source today. And we're fully supporting that distribution through Sandisk. And so you get block and object access with all the storage features, replication, snapshots, and several other storage protection features. So we're pretty excited about that. So stop by in our booth. We're here. We'll be happy to answer any questions. And with that said, thank you very much for your time.